There were many issues present in the American society during this time. The Vietnam War had just ended, and America was dealing with the scandals of Watergate. There was a deepening economic insecurity for most of the population, environmental deterioration, and a growing culture of violence and family disarray. There was also a lack of national pride. Voters stayed away from the polls in large numbers or voted without enthusiasm. In 1976, 53% of those eligible to vote voted in the election. The distance between politics and the people was reflected clearly in the culture. Jimmy Carter was president from 1977 to 1980. Carter protected corporate wealth and power, maintained a huge military machine that drained national wealth, and allied the United States with right-wing tyrannies abroad. Carter's job as president, from the point of view of the establishment, was to halt rushing disappointment of the American people with the government, with the economic system, and with the disastrous military ventures in other countries. Carter declined to give aid to Vietnam for reconstruction despite the fact that the land had been destroyed by American bombing. He said in an interview that he owed no special obligation because the destruction was mutual. Jimmy Carter faced Ronald Reagan in the election of 1980. President Reagan proposed to replace tough enforcement of environmental laws by voluntary approach, leaving it to businesses to decide for themselves what they should do. By the fall of 1991, Reagan and Bush filled more than half of the 837 federal judgeships and appointed enough right-wing justices to transform the Supreme Court. Corporate America became the greatest beneficiary of the Reagan-Bush years. George Bush presented himself as the environmental president. Unemployment, poverty, and infant death rates grew and became a problem in American society. By the end of the Reagan years, the gap between the rich and poor in the United States had grown dramatically.